And we are live. Finally. Apologies for it being delayed. Jamie Dwyer is currently 6 tenths up on his time, coming through sector 2 now. Run down to turn 4. Currently 1.1 seconds up. Want to point out is the only driver on the mediums currently. I do not know if that's a temperature strategy or if he's just sandbagging for the end. He, he may be on the mediums to try and keep the temperatures down so that he can push excessively through the final 2 corners. But I don't remember that being a big issue here. Anyone behind is on a lap. Looks like Cookie might be on a lap on his run down to turn 4 with the rear wing open now. By 4 tenths, absolutely flying in comparison to Young Henry Dime. And welcome Andres J91 into Twitch chat. I'm not sure on what this lap time is going to be. Still another 1.2 seconds off a pole. Definitely will be looking to scrub off some time in the future.
I don't know who the next person around's gonna be. Craig Conley's on the cooldown, Arrow's on the cooldown. It genuinely looks like it's the Sev, and it might be because he's just gone purple sector 1. What can last time's out winner put on here at Austria? Coming around the tight right-hander. Pretty good coming in out of sector 2. Let's see how much he's up by coming across that sector 3 line. 104, 44.1, not a bad sector 2 at all. At all, coming obviously into the double right-hander here. In sector 3, what can he do? Can he challenge Cookie for pole? Comes up to the line, what's it gonna be? Oh, close. Close. 103.587. What's the gap there, Ellis? Oh, and Ellis is dead. Ellis!
300, my mic's muted, my bad.
Oh, okay.
Well,
No worries, mate.
P1 and P2 are showing an absolute masterclass to the rest of the field currently. Even P3, the separation from P3 to P4 is pretty large.
Yeah. I mean, Himi Dime seems to have taken the reins of Scuderia Ferrari this season. Obviously, but everyone
Dimes
else
entering a lap
seems to
now.
be... Okay, let's see what he can do.
Tight on that curb, swinging the car around. Only ever so slightly tapping those brakes. Coming up through turn 2. Battery on, rear wing open. Heavy braking into the hairpin of turn 3.
Purple Sector 1.
Absolutely flying. He's got the rear wing open, trying to maximise that top speed down the straight on the run down into turn 4. He needs to improve his time by an entire 4 attempts to try and snatch up pole right now. How much do you reckon he's going to be up by the line?
Ooh,
He's currently only
no, not
2
much.
thousandths up, coming into sector 3 now. It's not looking good for him to
Not
be able to go
much.
fast enough. Cookie is on
He's
an
coming
outlap.
in. No, he's coming in.
He wasn't happy with his time.
Young's coming
It's
in.
looking
No, he
like he
wasn't
was only
coming at all.
looking like he's only going to beat it by half a tenth
Okay,
maximum.
we've got Dino on a lap, set the first fastest sector 1. Let's see what he can
Only
do
beating
down in
it by a tenth.
P5.
Sliding through
Oh,
turn 4.
slight rear end, yeah. He's got the
Star
McLaren.
across the line to go with the
Oh,
P4, I believe.
yep. Start with a 4-0.
Very strong lap
Still
from
a
him.
way off. Still a way off.
Seems like Cookie just coming to a lap going
Second
through
and
turn 1 now.
first. Yep, Cookie on a lap. Let's see how much he can put up by as Jack goes P3. Just P3 by almost a thousandth of a second there.
As he lets his teammate through. Down the straight. Give him a bit of a toe. Cookie on the run down to turn 4 now. Rowing open. Sending off all that battery. Takes a wide line through the corner. Lots of people on their laps now. Probably on their final
Yeah, it
bank
seems to be
lap
the
before
prime
coming in.
time, yeah.
Oven Chips and Stephen Beecham haven't even gone out yet. Well, Oven Chips on his own
Oh,
lap.
okay, Cookie's up by a tenth already.
And that'll really lock in his pole currently.
Unless Sev can etch some more time. Oh no, he's invalidated. Cookie
Oh
has
my god.
invalidated.
In the penultimate corner. He ended up
Ooh,
improving by ever so slightly, but I think he might have abandoned it at the end anyway.
yeah.
And he's hit a wall.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, he just jumped turn 1 and clipped a wall. He doesn't seem to have any damage on the
Oh,
car.
no, he's got no damage. It looks completely fine to
I
me.
do not know what happened there.
No,
Just get,
is Gordon on a lap? Yes, he is. Gordon's on a lap coming into sector 2.
yep, following up with him now. Absolutely flying in that
Right
pass.
around. Oh,
Very close to track limits there, but he crosses
yeah.
the line to
Doesn't
pole
improve
P6.
2 10. Oh, no, he's up by 2 tenths there, but he doesn't improve his position at all.
But I just want to point out
That's just,
P3 to P6 is separated by less than a tenth of a second here. It's very competitive.
yeah.
Uh, just off the podium, it is a very competitive scene. Who is on a lap currently? Can we see? Or any of the front runners currently flying through? It seems like the RB in P2 is on a flyer as Cookie comes in. Gordon is, I believe Gordon is on his in lap now. There's a few
Uh,
at the bottom of the field. Okay, the RB is currently not on a flyer. Arrow,
is he not?
did Arrow end up improving him as time? Is that a better time than Arrow got earlier? I can't tell if he's on a flyer right now.
No, no. He might be on a flyer, yeah, he might be on a flyer. No, you're right. Maybe the RB isn't going because it's fast caught up to him.
I've been asked to turn on telemetry in chat by a viewer. Are we meant to do that, Lauren?
Mm. Who's it by? Who asked?
SNQ. Weas.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure who that is. I want to keep it off just because
Yeah,
I'm just going to go off the basic rule set that I've been given.
yeah,
Zampa is saying Gordon podium. Well, as of right now,
yeah, could be.
I'm not sure. Where even is Gordon?
P6.
Okay, it's
So
possible.
Arrow coming through the last couple of corners now. What's he going to put on
Doesn't
the
look like he's
board?
going to improve at all. Or
No,
is
no, he
might be
doesn't.
coming
No, he
to a
doesn't.
flyer.
No,
That wouldn't have been a flying lap. It was.
no, he's 3 seconds down.
We're going to go up to the RB if they are on. The RB and P2 and P3 are they on
Okay, the
flyers?
RB is on a flyer, lovely. And Star is also on a flyer behind,
The
so he can
RB
make a
is
quick
down
change
by a
there.
tenth though. In the dirty air, not what he wants to see. The Aston
Yeah,
Martin is
he's
up
lost
by
time
half a
there.
tenth. And slides into the wall. Big contact, not to the wing flap. That would probably
Oh,
be his qualifying done. He's going to have to come in and try and fix that in time.
oh, Nasev's in. The RB is in. What's Star gonna do here? No, Star's also in. Okay.
Cookie's on an out lap though.
Yeah.
Jamie Dwyer seems like he made the completely wrong choice going on those medium compounds.
I don't know what he's done there at all.
Seems that everyone is now coming in for the final laps, trying to see if anyone is on a flyer. Kevin Cow now and Peter
Yep.
coming through sector 2 of the run down to turn 4.
Arrow hasn't validated. I
I
don't
do
know
not
if that
think
was
he's on
his
a
flyer
flyer
or
because
his in lap, but
Arrow's in, Oven Chips is in. Okay, the Williams P15 of Andres is, I think that's how you say his name.
Andres. Yep.
He is up by a couple temps. It's looking like, I'm not sure if he will. I think he'll improve enough to put his car up into P14 at a minimum, but I'm not sure how much he can do on top of that. Wait,
Let's take a look. Coming through the last sector of corners now. Down the hill he
foot to
goes,
the
flicking
floor,
the car
flat
to the
out,
left.
tap your brakes, slightly lift off, burn off all of your battery, run down to the line. Will
Where
he
does he go?
improve? He improves by 5
5 tenths.
tenths
Okay,
as he jumps
that's not bad
Crimson
at all.
for P14. It's not a big deal,
Not bad at all.
not a massive improvement in the grand scheme of things, but it'll set him one car up, maybe get 1 or 2 more points in the race.
Okay, here goes Cookie then on his flying lap. Young Himi Dimes behind as well. Can he also improve on his time down in P4?
As Cookie does his run up to turn 3, Young Himi Dimes is invalidated.
Oh, okay.
Cookie is currently down by 800ths of a second. Is not what he's going
Oof,
to want
can
to
he
see.
go it back in the sector 2 of this lap, or even the sector 3? We will have to take a look as this lap plays out.
We know
Cookie
that he
then
can go much
coming
faster
into
though.
the yeah, Cookie can go a lot faster. He's just not showing his cards and he's waiting for the race. We don't know. It might not be one of his strong tracks. You never know.
A few drivers are coming into their flying laps
Oh,
now.
2 tenths up. 2 tenths up, Cookie. Absolutely flying.
Come around the penultimate corner now. Run down to the final one. Tap those brakes. Fly through there. Do not invalidate like he did last time. And he's looking like he's going to cross the line to go faster, and he does by 2.71 tenths.
Christ.
And he just
He's
locks in
just
that pole.
absolutely shot a nail in the coffin then.
And he's even encroaching on those 102s, which would be absolutely insane. I think at this rate, it's looking like it's going to be
Yeah.
an easy race for him. Maybe have a little bit of competition, but a podium will be
Well, we
very
will
easy.
see, because the RB is out of the pit lane now. Probably going to get one flying lap in with the time remaining in this session, but we will have to see how it plays out.
Young Henry Dimes is on another out lap, another cool down lap. Oh no, he's flying now.
He's flying now, he's 0.015 down. Can he grab it back? We'll have to see.
So Aston Martin gets out of his way. Young Henry Dimes might be able to get a slight half of him. Down into turn 4. Very stable through there. Getting that rear traction. Jamie Dwyer has also now gone on the soft compound, which I do not know why he's waited so long for that.
Or just doesn't want to burn as many softs in the qualifying and wants to him for the race. Don't know.
Flying round, approaching the last 2 corners here.
Let's take a look where Youngkin is going to die as he comes round the corner. Comes
Cookie has
onto the
retired, I'm
line,
very
opens his
confident.
DRS flap.
It's 5 tenths
Doesn't
off.
improve. 5 seconds off.
Yeah, 5 seconds. Yeah, my bad. Missed a whole 0.
Gosh. Cookie has retired from the session. He thinks he's done enough
Craig in the
to keep
papaya
his
car
pole.
is on a fly right now, improving by just under a tenth of a second as well.
I'm just watching Nisev to see if he can improve on his time to possibly challenge Cookie a little bit in this race. It doesn't look like it at the moment. Out of the first sector, he was a 10th down, but can he claw it back? Coming into sector 2 and into sector 3, we'll
James
have to
Dwyer's
take a
crossing
look.
the
Was he
line now to not go faster, even on the soft compound.
out of sector 2? Nisev goes 400ths slower than his time. Can he claw it back?
Ollie is currently 1.2 seconds up as he crosses the line. I do not know where he ended up there. P13, he improved by
13.
4 spots.
No! Ooh! Seb
Oh,
absolutely clatters a wall. Just carried so much speed into the last corner there and actually clattered the wall. You didn't look very happy with that time whatsoever, as Young Henry Dimes goes a thousandth faster
Gordon is
than
improved by a
his time.
10th.
Oh, okay.
P7 Aston Martin is
Still
crossing
on
the line, not turning any faster.
P6.
Gordon can round the
Yeah,
final 2 corners now, as Oven Chips does not improve coming over the line.
up to the line then.
Gordon is
Gordon's
absolutely
gonna go.
flying here, improves by nearly two
P3.
tenths. He is going to
Wow.
start on that podium on the second row.
Star. Ooh.
Oh, okay, and
Star
Starter
into
knocks him off the
P2.
podium, absolutely flying. Very competitive qualifying session here in WHF. This is tier 5,
Yeah.
or I believe. No, not tier 5, round 5. This is tier 1.
Is Crimson on a lap or is he going slow? Looks like he's going slow. Doesn't look like he's going very fast to me. Yeah, he's going slow.
I believe everyone is now done here. And
Yep,
we're just
everyone
gonna.
is now done for qualifying here. Yep, as Crimson pulls it into the pit lane. That is everyone done.
What were the final order? Cookie takes pole by nearly 3 tenths of a second there, followed by Star. Then this. I do not know how to pronounce that. Followed by Gordon, then Haas, Jack and Aston Martin, Young Henry Dimes, Pyox King, Craig, Oven Chips, Dino, Kevin Cow, Stephen Beecham, Ollie, Arrow, Andres, TJ, Crimson, and Jamie Dwyer. Front to the rear of the field is separated by 3.6 seconds, so very big gaps. Yes, Sample, that was a very tight qualifying session there.
So the servicing in the tier 1 chat, that was the worst thing he's ever done. That qualifying session. Star seems to be quite happy by the qualifying session, and we've got Echo complaining that he's not driving because he turned up late.
Sometimes it just happens.
Yep, that's what I said.
I think that happened to Sci-Fi
That's
Mega
what
Hype
I said.
yesterday in Tier 2. He
Oh
actually showed
yeah,
up in on time, but it was after the backup drivers had already gotten in, so he just lost the seat.
yeah.
Very unfortunate.
I mean, unless you literally specifically tell Arrow or tell the lobby director that you're gonna be late, but you're gonna come, you're definitely gonna be there during qualifying, like I've done before. They will keep your seat open for you if you tell them that. But if you don't communicate that, your seat's gonna be taken. And if you come back saying, "I want to race," but that seat's already taken, that's your fault for not communicating that you're gonna be there.
Yeah, just very unfortunate.
So,
What would be
yeah,
your tyre strategy on this track in this 50% Grand Prix?
medium hard, but obviously being a high dog track. It might be a two-stop. We might see a few two-stops, but we might see the front runners maybe try to make a one-stop. If obviously
I
no safety car.
I have
If there's a
done this
safety car,
before.
if there's a safety car, then
Yeah,
it might be, you know, like a two-stop. But if there's no safety car, I reckon some people are only go for one stop.
I've done a 50% Grand Prix in F125 in Austria before. I did a one-stop mediums to hards, but my tyres at the pit window were completely dead in puncture territory. Then I entered the race in puncture territory again. So it's very risky. You have to manage the tyres very well. There is not much pushing involved. You just have to coast and try and get as much time and cleaner as possible. Like, if you're on the medium compound, you don't want to get stuck behind someone on the hard, which will just burn out your tyres too quickly and mess up your whole strategy. And you just want to drive smoothly through the corners, keep those tyre temps down, especially through the final 2 corners, to not overheat them too much. Like you said, if there's a safety car, it'll really change up the strategies. I believe Tier 2 last season had a safety car, and then it started raining, and that was a very interesting race. I think I caused the safety car because I binned it. How did that race go for you? The last time you raced here, WHF. Lime. Okay, I do not know where Lime's gone, but let's have a little follow up on the lineups here. Cookie will be starting on pole, followed by Star. They're both starting on the mediums. Seems like medium seems to be the popular tyre choice. The only drivers starting on hards are Stephen Beecham, Dino, Oven Chips, Pyox King, and Young Henry Dimes. So that's only about 5 or 6 drivers starting on the hard compound. They're just going to be trying to go long. I believe this is 36 laps, but I'm not entirely sure.
Hello, right, I'm back.
Okay,
I'm back.
is this 36
Hello.
laps? I believe it is.
I believe so, yes. I believe
Yeah,
so, yes.
so a hard compound pit window will be about lap 20 because there's about 5 or 6 drivers starting hards as it stands. And then
Yeah.
mediums will go about 16 laps.
I would start on hards here, really. Especially if you're at the front like I normally, I'm gonna say normally I am.
P6,
Be
Young Heavy Diamonds is the first driver to be on hards.
yeah, I wouldn't do that in P6, not with the chance we have, especially around Austria. Because if you stay on the mediums like everyone else in front of you, you have the pace, you have a pace advantage over those who are on hards. Because obviously you start this with your tires will go colder when you start the race. Obviously it'll take a couple of laps to warm up, but they will be sliding until they get into that window where they're thriving. But
Yeah,
until then, you're better on the mediums because you will rocket away unless you can keep within a DRS window with the cars in front. But until then, it's hard. It's very hard.
we have Sci-Fi Mega Hype in the chat pointing out that he tried to join, but his game was a little bit broken. So that's just a bit unfortunate. I think Lime's game
Oh
broke
yeah,
a lot, but he
sci-fi.
managed to at least get
Mine
in
broke
during
yesterday
qualifying.
like 5 times, like 500 times.
Yeah, at least you
I
managed to
still
get in
can't.
at some point just to get your seat, and then it
The
broke.
thing is, right? If I didn't change my settings, that wouldn't have happened because I was in the lobby before that. I was in the lobby fine. I'm just never touching my settings ever again.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do flappers before the race.
No, it's just because I got curious and just touched it. I don't know what it did. So after the flappers, I didn't know what it did. If it did the left flapper after I touched it,
Yeah.
I I would have known. But
So when you were gone, I was talking about how we raced here for Tier 2 last season, and it ended up being quite
mm,
wet with a safety car. I caused a
yeah,
safety car
that
because I
is
crashed. How did that race go for you?
that is a thing with Austria. Especially last season, this was my best race. Like, well, for last season, it was my best race. I came. Oh, here
Oh, the
we go.
lights are going out now.
Oh, I'll do it. And 5 lights on ahead of the drivers. And clutches to the bike point, and away we go. Cookie gets a good start ahead of Star. The Sev snooping up the inside though.
Oh, a
Bit of
little bit of
contact between
contact.
Star. Yeah, the Sev running wide there.
Gets sent off, comes
Seems to
back
be a
on for
lot of
re-entry point, making sure
moves.
doing it safe. Cookie is flying
Looking
away.
in the background
A little
there,
bit of
we've
battling going on
got
with Gordon.
Oven
Position changes
Chips
from the
Diner having a
Alpine.
massive back. Ooh! The LP just didn't break this straight into the gravel.
What has gone on a little bit further back? Big contact between the Aston Martin and Young Hibby Dimes.
Oh,
Young Hibby Dimes in the Ferrari. Jack in the Aston Martin. Seems like he might have his wing
oh, we're
gone. A
going
lot of
rogue
wheel
again.
clashing. There's very buggy. I do not know
Ooh,
what is going on here.
Lord. Doesn't seem like any one of them has damage though.
Dino just
If it
jumped
is, it's
Ollie
very
for
minimal.
P13 down the bottom of the field.
Oh god. Everyone seems to be somewhat clean at the moment. Obviously looking at the moment.
Cookie still leads by 3 tenths of a second coming through the final corner now, coming into lap 2.
Yeah.
Not as many drivers started on the hards as we thought they would. How do you say the P7's name? Or in the Aston Martin?
Payox Kings.
Payox King, okay. Okay, so Payox King and Dino and Jamie Dwyer have started on the hard compound. Very
Mm,
interesting how that's going to end up playing out.
yeah.
Big overtake by Star, I believe, made the move on the RB P2.
No, I think Star was it. I think Star was actually defending from the RB there. Just trying to get a little bit screwy.
Seems
Trying
like
to defend from the RB there. The RB all over his rain light there. Just trying to find a way past. It's just impossible. Arrow struggling back again, the reigning champion in P11 on the medium compound tyre,
Jacking into
struggling
the
going a
line
little bit
dicks his
deep into that
viewpoint a little
corner.
bit. Riding on board with the Aston Martin of Jack right now, following up on Young Me Dimes, looking like we might be able to catch some good battles through this POV. And
Oh,
there's
yellow
yellow
flag in the
flags out
back.
for
Jamie
Jamie
Dwyer.
Dwyer. He's back on track, doesn't seem like he has any form of damage. Seems like he
Doesn't
might have
look
just
like
had a
have
little
any
spin.
damage. Just maybe a little bit of talent damage there for Jamie Dwyer. As we go onto the main straight, looks like Long Henry Dimes while we're looking at that.
Start with
Incident
DRS,
there.
making a move on the inside, completely clears him before the corner. Brakes slightly later to really lock in that overtake through the hairpin of turn 3. But Cookie's going to want to try and get DRS through here, try and catch
Yeah,
back
but
up.
Cookie's got the arrest
He's
back
got the
onto
rear wing
start.
open. He's catching up. He's got
He's not going
slight
to have enough
advantage here.
speed. And he's
Doesn't
got
seem
no,
like
not enough speed there. Oh, we've got
Jack.
moved further back as Jack on the Young Dimes.
Wheel to
Or
wheel
Young,
here, some wheel banging, but doesn't seem like there's too much contact. Not enough for the stewards to have
no,
to get
Young
involved.
Dimes got the inside line. Oh no!
Oh, that one might need to go to the stewards as he lost another position to the other Aston
Yeah,
Martin there.
Aston
Dino
Martin
in
left
the
no
Alpine
contact there at all.
has a penalty now. That is not what he wants. That could affect him for a position or two
Top
later.
four seem to be rocketing away from 5th, 6th.
Craig jumps
The group of
P13.
yeah, the group of cars behind seem to be rocketing away. Obviously, let's go back on board with Cookie as we come onto the straight now. Obviously, I don't really think this is one of Cookie's best tracks because Cookie seems to be rocking away by lap 4, but he's just not gone anywhere. He's fallen back. He hasn't gone forward really.
Doesn't. Oh, slight lock up from Star. I don't know how much that will affect his exit.
Oh, but the Chev's got a really good exit there on Cookie. He's going to go to the outside there. Is he going to get the move done though? Wheel to wheel. Cookie's pushing him.
Got to wheel in. Are they going to keep this
Lock up
clean?
Around the outside. No, he doesn't get it sticking there. Cookie gets the better traction on the Sev there. Gordon seems to be hanging back from a bit from this top 3, just absolutely brawling.
Going to ride on board
Like,
with Nissi. Don't know how to pronounce that name in the RB.
who?
I can't
the Sev.
pronounce names. The Sev, yeah.
The Sev. Yep.
Only 2 cents back, coming down onto Main Straight. Looking like they have DRS, but so will Cookie. So are they going to be able to get Star from that 8 cents back? I highly doubt it, even the battery.
So while this top 3 been battling, that's now allowed Jack to catch up. Obviously onto the back of Gordon. So obviously let's take a look.
Jack's got a 3-second penalty.
Okay, so it looks like Cookie's defending from the Sev. Is the Sev going to make a move? No, he's not. Cookie's going to take the inside line.
Is that like dive? No. I thought he was going to make the move on Star there. Cookie was.
No, he just made a
Ollie,
defensive move there on the Sev. Let's ride on board with the Sev quickly.
Yeah, right on board with him now. Ooh,
no, the Sev's
tight here.
trying to make a move there. This battling here at the top is just allowing that backpack just to catch back up to them.
There is so much battling going on down the field that I'm so and
oh yeah,
the sea
what's going on at the back here?
Yellow flags.
Oh, there's a spin. There's a spin. Gordon's round. Gordon has spun from P4 down to P13.
That is not what he's going to want in this Grand Prix here.
Not at all.
Gordon a little bit in the hats. Not what he wants now. It seemed like this was going to be a possible podium for him if he really pushed it and got the traction.
The second podium of the season now seems to be dwindled away as we go back onto the straight up to 10-3. Cookie can.
Or is Cookie going to make a move here? A little bit of bang into the back of Cookie, but nothing detrimental.
Is my mic back? Yes, my mic's back. My controller died. Oh, lovely. But it doesn't seem that Cookie can get past Star at the moment. I don't know whether he's struggling in the dirty area, if that's what Star wants.
Star is going to be able to maximise his tyre deck through here, keep those temps down, not have to worry about being on the gearbox or anyone. He's got a nice clean air just to cut through. At the same time, that is making a nice slipstream for Cookie down the straights, but I think through the corners, Star is going to be benefiting from the tyres so much. He might be one of the very few people to make the
Got spin at the back. Is that TJ? TJ is around, I think. Was that Jamie Dwyer? One of the two was around there.
TJ's got him back on nicely though.
Yeah.
But he lost 5 seconds because of that, it looks like.
Yeah, obviously back onto the main pack now. Young Himi Dimes has now joined this battle behind the two Aston Martins. Oven Chips
Picks up
is our
wins.
latest defender to get and Kevin Cow gets a 3-second time penalty.
That is
Never
very
in my
rare from
life have
him.
I seen that ever. Kevin Cow get a penalty.
Riding on board with oven
This
chips
shows
right
you
now. As Kevin Cow goes off, unfortunately, that's not going to be what he wants here. Oh,
Cookie. I
lots of battling
reckon
going on
Cookie's
down
got
there.
a lower downforce setup than Star. Because down the street, Cookie gains so much, but by the time they get back to the pit straight, there's like a 9/10 gap.
Yeah. It
So
does
I
seem to be
really
the
don't
source of
know whether
frustrating.
Cookie's just got a lower downforce setup. Yeah, I'm
Right
not
on board
sure
with
at
young Hemi
all.
Dimes, seeing if we can maybe see some of this battling from a distance in the different camera angles. Doesn't seem like there's too much battling going to go on down the straight for the lead here.
No, obviously we've got the two Aston Martins really close together. Those are the only two cars that seem to be closest together at the moment within this train of cars at the front.
Right on board with Hyox
Doesn't seem
through
like
turn one now.
doesn't seem like anyone's going to get a good move going here anytime soon.
They will.
Start Cookie too far
The
back.
medium runners should be
Everyone's
approaching
too
their pit
far
window in
back.
about 6 laps now.
Yeah.
As there is an overtake by
So
Oven Chips from Kevin Cow, as there's a DRS able to bomb it past and coming into turn 3. Kevin Cow is not even able to make a later lunge into that corner without possibly causing contact. Will Kevin Cow be able to get DRS here? But WH Arrow was right behind, so if they both have slight contact, Arrow's ready to slip through if he can. Kevin
uh,
Cow needs to make that one back into the rundown into turn 4.
at one point we will see the medium runners all die off. And we could see Pale's King start to gain some position soon as the medium's tyre starts to die because he is the only one in the leading train that is on the hard tyre. He's the only one in the leading train that's on the hard tyre.
We see
So we
Oven
could see
Chips.
him start to get anything soon.
Oven Chips falling up on Kevin Cow, and if 3 times back he's going to DRS Kevin Cow. I don't think Kevin can do anything to block this one. Arrow has a perfect cinema view from this as they go wheel to wheel through turn 1. Oven Chips managed to make it through. I do not know who's going to have DRS. Kevin
Yep.
Cow has
Now
DRS
let's
on Oven
see if
Chips.
Arrow can get through it. Doesn't seem like it. Arrow might have a higher downforce setup here. Kevin Cow absolutely
At a
rockets
point
away
now,
from
Arrow is
that.
saving a little of his battery through here though, but he managed to make a later lunge, slight look up, but it doesn't even matter because he made it ahead. A little bit of wheel spin
Oh,
coming
Arrow.
that corner.
Yeah, Arrow getting a little bit of wheel spin there, chasing down Kevin Cow in front of him. Stocking up really
Oven
early.
Chips had a little slide there, nothing too major, but probably scrubbed off about a 10th. Doesn't seem to be too much battling for the lead, it looks like. Everyone is staying very close in each other's DRS range. So we're going to probably ride on board with Cookie here to see can he make enough time down the straight. It's looking like he might actually be able to do it here if he gets that slipstream. He has 100% battery, he's been saving his battery. And he's
Yeah,
not
he's
losing
shoving
it
his
here.
battery here.
But he gets another 3-second time penalty as there was a big change of positions down the field. Cookie just able to bomb past and gets a slight lock up of the rear right wheel. Lots of changes for positions for the top 3 here. TJ is the first box off the mediums after only 9 laps on them. Oh no, Craig boxed as well. I missed that one.
Looking at some of the medium runners' tyres, they just seem to be graining and blistering. If you look at them, go on board with sort of Star, and you look at his tyres, they're blistering.
It
They really
seems
are
to
blistering.
be if they box off the medium tyre now, which it looks like we're actually going to watch Star do.
Yeah,
Then
so Star's coming in now, but who's going to follow? Yeah, everyone's following him,
it seems like this is
apart from
they're
Peglin's
committed to
Kings
this
and
2-stop.
Jack.
They're committing to this 2-stop right now doing this, I believe. I do not
Yeah,
think
they're coming to a
after last.
2-stop.
The order will
No, but
really be mixed around here.
obviously, I don't know whether Pirates Kings is going to commit to a 1-stop here because he just seems to be rocketing away from Jack at the moment on the hards. Oh, but Jack is catching up with DRS. Not to
Looks
get a
like
move done.
Star is going to rejoin in P8 behind Crimson on the mediums.
Hey.
I mean, it could possibly be Star trying to undercut Cookie. Yeah, virtual safety car. I do not know what has happened there.
Oh, what's happened?
I can't.
I can't see any incident anywhere that could have happened.
I'm trying to see if someone's maybe missing a wing. Like,
That's what I'm trying to see.
no one at the bottom is missing a wing because that's what I'm assuming that would be down there.
No, yeah. No one seems to be missing any
Very
piece of the
strange.
carbon fiber at all.
And Cook is able to use this virtual safety car to pit, scrub off a little bit of time, not have to worry too much now. The Aston
Hmm.
Martins are following him as well, and the Ferrari Young Dimes. Arrow has been bested by his teammate by the unluckiness of this virtual safety car.
Yeah, I can't see it anywhere. Oh, we've got a 10-second time penalty for oven chips
That's going to be
speeding in
absolutely
the pit lane.
detrimental how close the top of the field is.
Uh,
I think now we're going to see how much Star's really been affected by this.
oh, Young Himi Dimes drive-through penalty speeding under virtual safety car.
And Ollie is
Oh,
retired. I do
retirement!
not know what's happened down there. Let me try and catch it. Right on board TJ.
I
Oh,
think he
okay.
just retired in the pits. That's all he's done now.
But
So Young
Star has
Himi
been down
Dimes
to
back
P5
up
for a
into
little.
the podium positions.
Star making a move on the
But
Aston Martin, trying to go around the inside through here. No, he has a slot back in behind. He cannot fully secure it. Battling.
yep,
Oven Chips trying to make the move on the Aston Martin of Dino as well. Lots of battles going on. Arrow and Gordon having a duel. P10 here as well. Lots of penalties have been handed out through here. TJ managed to make the move on his fresh mediums over Jamie Dwyer on the old hards. If we actually have a look on some of their penalties, Oven Chips has 13 seconds, so that's going to knock him down quite a bit.
okay, so Young Himi Dimes is choosing now to take his drive-through penalty. He's probably going to come up behind Kevin Cow, I reckon. Just by his teammate, Arrow. But yeah, it looks like he's going to come up just before Gordon and Arrow. Maybe just behind them. He actually come up just in front.
Managed to keep that clean air now. Oven Chips has 13 seconds. Dino has 9. That's lots of small penalties put together.
They
Star makes the
start
move
getting
on
past
Jack.
Jack now.
Fortunately, we missed out on the broadcast, so we will have to look back on his onboard at a later date. But we're following on with him now.
I wonder if the people on the mediums.
Yellow flags are out
Oh,
further down the field. To be right on board with TJ, just trying to
that's
see what this
four.
is. Seems like someone just had a slight spin.
Either Craig or Dino. I believe Craig or Dino there.
Cookie's only going faster than his fastest time so far in his new hards. But Star
Ooh,
managed to
Stars
beat
putting a
it.
statement in there.
Jamie
Starts
Dwyer
still
is
got.
at the back of the field and still hasn't even boxed. His
I don't know why he hasn't boxed.
he's gonna well, he's on the hard compound, so I can maybe understand if he's going for a long one stop, trying to just come back as best as he can from this after having a very unfortunate qualifying. Oven Chips makes the move on
Yep.
Kevin Cow further back. We can try and witness
Unfortunately,
this.
very unfortunate indeed for Jamie Dwyer. If you're looking down the field, as you said,
Oh,
Kevin
and we're
Cow having
watching
a big battle now.
Arrow makes the move on Oven Chips and all. And both the Hasses are doing it here. Gordon makes the pass. Oven Chips. Oven Chips is absolutely full from grace from P6 to P9 in a mere like 2 corners. Ollie has not retired. Well, he retired earlier in the pit lane. Very
It's
unfortunate
now
for him.
left the session.
We're not sure why he
Young
retired.
Himi Dimes is now catching on to the back of Kevin Cow. Can he make get past him and somehow claw back up to the top 5 positions there? We'll have to take a look. So coming down the straight now in a massive tree of DRS. Lord, oh Lord.
Going through turn 1, and very close to contact in between Gordon and Dimes there as he makes it through here. flying down the straight, rear wing open. Kevin Cow didn't stand much of a chance, even with all his battery. Haas tried to make a slow move there, but he was just a little bit too far back to really secure everything.
Yeah, also it seems to play into a lot of drivers' hands here that some are running higher downforce and some are running lower downforce. Please, you can obviously tell what cars are running on which. But Kirky actually are absolutely run away with this at the moment. Well, obviously Star is catching onto the back of Piper's Kings in second. I have to see if Star can do anything to catch Kirky. I doubt it, but take a look.
He was so unlucky that safety car. Now he's gonna just have to try and play the long game, hope for maybe getting a little bit lucky with a virtual safety car if he goes for a two-stop.
Correct, yes, it seems to be
Star
Young
is
Hemi
actually
is starting to
overtaken.
break his DRS. Go on. Oh, Star's been overtaken by Jack.
Another
Let's go
hard
hand
runner
to
further
his
down the field. There seems to be some battling going
even
on.
more. As Gordon now gets past Kevin Cow up
I'm
in the
following Star
P7.
versus Jack as they are exchanging placements a whole lot here. Jeremy Dwyer is finally pitting off those hard compounds. Still earlier than I would expect him to. He pitted lap 2, I believe, if he was... I'm not sure. No, I just don't know if he was on the lead lap. I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Honestly, have no clue what his strategy is, because I'm not sure if the mediums will even go to the end.
Yeah, I doubt that mediums could go to the end, to be fair.
Currently, he's the only driver not in the points. Seems like Jack is still just following up so close to starter here. Following down the straight, he's going to have the rear wing open. Is he going to be able to get rid of all of that battery? And he is. He's burning it all down to 0%. Can he make this move? No. Star manages to take the inside line, locks up slightly, but it pushes him deep enough for the defenders, but it gives him a terrible exit. Jack has the DRS through here. Star can't do nothing, although Jack does not have enough battery. But he manages just about lunge forward in the braking zone to make it through. Star is not going to give up that easily, though. He's going to keep following up and try and make it past him. It
Got a
seems
massive
like
battle here. Further in the pack, we've got Kevin Cow and Oven Chips.
Kevin Cow and Oven
Makes the
Chips.
move, and an arrow coming through as well. Oven Chips just having, as you say, Alistair, fall from grace. Absolutely just falling down in the order at the moment.
And he still is riding with that penalty, which is going to really impede him further down the race as well. Good
Oh,
battling
arrow
going
and
on
Oven
here.
Chips going side by side there through the
Yellow
S's.
flags are out as Jamie Dwyer is letting back markers through, I believe, or he is. I think he was
Letting
letting back
faster
markers
cars through. Yeah, I think it's like faster cars through.
Big train down the straight. I do not know how Kevin Cow is constantly getting back into leading this pack with DRS being against him. Arrow is trying
I
to
think
make this move.
I think he's just got a lower downforce setup, so he's just using DRS. But as we heard Arrow say last weekend, some cars are just boats. We had Kendi Young the boat last weekend, and now we've got Kevin Cow the boat.
And Arrow was able to brake slightly later, had a slight lock up, didn't impede his exit too much though, as Andres overtakes Stephen Beecham for P14. Oh, and they're swapping positions over and over further down the field. Not sure if we're going to be able to catch this in time. Probably not. But
Correct. Stephen Beecham and Andre battling back and
Dino and
forth.
Craig, I believe. No, Dino and Crimson having a
Yeah,
slight
stop
battle
it.
here. Star overtook Pyrox up the field.
Pirates Kings, yeah. Seems to be Pirates Kings pitted onto the mediums. I think that was a wrong call there from Payox. I think he should have gone onto the hards, not the mediums, but we will see if he's gone hard, medium, hard.
Very
We will
interesting.
see.
Their medium runners will probably be coming onto their second pit in, I would say, 3 laps. If they are going to go for a
I'd
two-stop.
say around about there, yeah.
Lap 22 to 24, I would say, would be there.
Oven
Probably
Chips gets
either
another
order.
time penalty. I think that puts us on to 16. 16 seconds now worth of time pens.
If you look here, that's going to put him all Jesus, that's going to put him all the way down to last place. It's actually looking like not quite
I mean
last.
16th, but yeah, round
Yeah,
about
may
last
as well
topic
be
really. Yeah,
last.
unfortunately. So
Sorry to take off the timings, but I just want to have a little look at fastest laps. It seems like Cookie, again, as shown in qualifying, has the faster one lap pace. I believe Star would be up there battling a little bit more if he didn't get so unlucky with the safety car. But they are literally within a tenth of each other on their faster laps, while most other people seem to be at least a few tenths off. Just cannot quite pull out quite the same results. Go back onto timing board
seems to
now.
be Star is attempting to catch Jack, but Jack just might have the upper hand over Star. Unsure
Do not
if
think
Star can get past him,
that
but they're just losing time to Cookie in front. To be fair, it was like 8 seconds, and now it's 10.
Star wants to work the best he
Hmm.
can, just try and get past, have that clean air, then be able to work to catch up to Cookie. I'm not sure if he will be able to do it because it's such a big gap, and they're within a tenth of each other each lap. Very, very,
Yeah,
very
it's going to be
difficult.
hard unless Jack
3 second
and
time
Star can
penalty to
push
Crimson.
this.
We're not
Yeah,
going to
it's
go
going to be
chippy.
hard unless Jack and Star can put the differences aside and be good and work together to DRS train back out to Cookie, because that would be the only way that I can visibly see of getting back out to Cookie at the front. But we will see how that plays out.
He's like oven chips looking to make a move on Arrow here. Down the main straight, has that rear wing open. Burn off battery. High revs,
Yeah,
follows him
hangs
through
back.
turn
I
one.
reckon he's gonna get it. He's gonna try and attempt to get Arrow
Kevin
down the
Cow has pitted,
turn two straight now.
and so have Stephen Beecham. Oven chips, makes position, nice and easy. Arrow locks
And
up,
Arrow locks.
added it.
Oh no, there's a spin there. Spin at the back for Craig Conley.
Oh, that is
Oh, just
very
locked up.
unfortunate. Absolute heartbreak.
Just
As
locked up behind the Arrow there and just absolutely did what I did last night at turn one. Absolutely just spin around.
now, what that would have lost him a good few seconds. We're going to see as he
Yeah,
crosses,
that's lost him a good 3.3 seconds roughly, roundabout.
as we see as he crosses the line going into sector three. We'll see roughly how much he lost. Seems like there's good battling all across the field. I mean, some people are coming for the final stop now to go 14 laps on the hards. Yeah, it looks like he lost about 3.8 seconds from that spin.
Yeah, he's lost about 3.8 seconds from that spin. We'll see Arrow and Ovens Chip still battling away here. Arrow must have got back past Oven Chips at some point
Iox
during the lap.
as well just got overtaken by Nassif.
Yeah,
Star only
Pirates
3 tenths
Kings.
back. Again, just following up very closely on Jack. As the yellow
Yeah,
flags are out, it seems like it's just James White and letting the faster cars through
yeah.
though. Being a good back marker.
I think Pirates Kings is
Andres
now starting to
Letitia
struggle.
boxed.
I think Nisev is now struggle, or Pirates Kings is struggling on those medium command tires now.
Yeah, I believe so
Um,
too. Do you believe the current
yeah,
hard runners that have been going for 10 or 11 laps will box onto another set of mediums? Or
mediums are
softs?
hards, I reckon. They're going to another hard set of hards and another set of mediums,
I
I
believe
reckon.
that if they do it, it'll probably be about lap 26 to 28. But probably on the earlier
Mm.
side of that, as it seems like the medium runners are boxing off their compounds now. From my experience in Tier 2 last season with Kevin Cow, he seemed to make the perfect strategy call in every single situation. He managed to box onto the inters at the perfect time every time, managed to always know the right tire to be on, so I'm going to believe that he's doing the correct thing here by boxing what he did.
Who's that? What, Kevin Cam?
Star has managed to actually, yes, and Star has
Oh,
managed to
yeah.
make a move here on Jack as Gordon gets Young Honey done as well. Kevin Cow gets Crimson and Craig when they box. I'm not sure if that was
Yep,
an undercut. I'm not
so
sure when.
Star
Where
now
it
trying to build a gap to that behind. Can he do it? Can he now? But also, while that's been happening,
There's
Oven Chip
Purple.
is now falling back behind Arrow by a second. So it's just absolutely abominably lost time there. We'll have to see how it all kind of plays out here.
So Jack is gonna go
Jack
for
is
another
still
overtake
on the
here.
back. Yeah, he's looking, he's made the fake move to try and catch
Star has
Star
eventually
out there.
deferred the counter at the DRS though.
Yeah, but Star Star, Jack tried to give Star the fakie and try to make him react to a move that he thought was coming, but Star didn't blink at all.
Stephen
So that
Beecham
one failed
Stephen
miserably.
Beecham and Crimson having good battles down the bottom of the field. Going to try and catch
Yep,
a little bit of that. Looks like we've joined it just in time to manage to still see some good overtakes, possibly.
yep. Last night's winner in Tier 2 Crimson, battling with the championship leader Stephen.
Gordon
I
manages to
can't.
get Young Me Diamond. Is probably approaching their pit window soon.
Yeah, I will
Young Me
not
Diamond,
comment on
Arrow.
Tier 2 at all.
Uh,
I mean, Craig Conley's after session. Do we have him added? Can we get him back in?
you
I
are in
don't know if
charge of
I've
that.
added. I don't know if I've added. That's the thing. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
I have him
I don't
added
know who that is.
if you cannot.
I don't have him added. Nope.
Okay, I will quickly send out an invite. Hope just keep us updated on what's going on.
Yeah, we'll do.
Craig
Oh,
Connolly, did you say?
okay then. Star comes into the pits, Nasev's into the pits, Pale's King's into the pits. Who else? Anyone else? They come into the pits. Not at the moment. Is Abra gonna come in? Nope. No oven chips. Okay, no one else is coming into the pits at the moment. Okay.
Gonna follow Star for a minute.
Now, has Star done this to undercut Cookie? Has he done it to undercut Cookie? Can Cookie go the whole race on hards? Can he put that? Is he that fast
I believe
and
he'll be
that
able to
good
maybe
that he
counteract
can make a one
it.
stop?
He might be able to counteract it.
Obviously, last time I commentated, we saw out Miami that Star didn't undercut and Cookie just absolutely didn't. Well, Cookie just didn't blink and just overtook him again. But Jack as well just hasn't pitted. Oh, Jack comes in the pits now a lap later after Star
And
coming
he
in. Will
nearly
Young
hits the wall,
Henry?
very close, knocks over the...
Oh,
He gets a spin in the pit lane, knocks over the board. As Tier 2, it was seen in Tier 2 last season that you can get a time penalty for that. So I'm not sure if he'll get in trouble for that here.
I think that's only got a time penalty because it stopped so much championship chances. That's why.
Seems like Jack has been overtaken. It's going to be very tight, but he managed to just about come out behind
Oh
Young
yeah,
Henry Diamond and Star. Young Henry
but
Diamond
obviously
is still not
those
boxed, so he's
those
just going to be leading.
guys. Obviously, yeah, Young Henry hasn't boxed nor a Star, nor a Cookie. Sorry. But I don't think Star really worried too much about Jack behind now. Obviously, got the 10-second time penalty. So let me just check our time penalties. So the oof, 3, 13, 3, 3, 16, 3, 3, 9, 3. It's not too bad of penalties apart from 13 and 16, but if we're mostly just speeding in the pit lanes.
That's what most of them seem to be. Can be a very tight pit lane because you need to be very fast throughout the whole time. So
But
it's like Jeremy Dwyer
is
slowing
that is
down to
that
let us
Jamie?
through.
I'm gonna assume that's Jamie Dwyer going slowly, letting back markers or front runners through. Yep, that is Jamie Dwyer going slowly letting front runners through.
Young
As
Henry
Young
Diamond's
Me
come
Dimes
in.
is now in. Young Me Dimes in.
Craig has managed to
Who
get back in.
else?
Hopefully he can take control of his car and get back into this race nice and fluently.
Who else is yet to hit?
Nice and quick pit stop from the Scuderia there. Where is he going to come out? Looking like he's going to come out P7. Gordon may jump him out of turn 1, but it's going to be very tight here. I'm honestly not sure
Only
he's going to
two
get this.
people. Only two people really left to pit is Oven Chips and Cookie.
Gordon managed to jump in there.
So obviously Star now catching up, obviously, somewhat to the back of Cookie.
You've got a little slide for turn 4, nearly went into a grapple, but it seems like he saved it pretty well. Cookie is going 2.6 slower than his fastest lap. If we try and ride on
Yeah.
Star, we're going to try and understand.
Yeah, so Cookie's tyres will be absolutely cooked by this point.
We're going to try and
So
understand
realistically.
the difference in the tyres in pace per lap.
Yes.
It's seeming like they're about 1.5 seconds difference currently in pace per lap, which means that if it stays the exact same, then Cookie will be okay. There's a big enough gap. But
I don't think it will stay the same. I think they will just die.
Jack is right on Star though. Probably going to try and make
Yeah,
a move here.
Star shouldn't really worry about Jack too much as long as he can keep within 10 seconds and maybe hope that Cookie might pit, then the race win is all his.
Uh,
Obviously, he wants to win on track, but sometimes you got to play it by the ball you've been handed. So,
yeah, Young can be very close contact there with Jack. Young can be dives down the field, look like he made an overtake with Gordon. We're going to stay on board with Jack here as Jamie Dwyer came into the Twitch chat and says he turned off his ERS on lap 3 and he's just driving by himself now. I mean, he's just probably hoping that someone might DNF and he can maybe get a point just for showing up. Probably,
yeah, kudos points.
honestly, that's probably the best chance now. That's what I kind of do. Like sometimes it's tier 2 when the race isn't going your way, you just stay there and hope that you might get lucky because it does happen. Especially with points down to P16, it makes the midfield very competitive, unbelievably
Hey,
competitive.
or just do what I did and go from last to like 7th
Yeah, I
or 6th.
struggled to get 7th when I started in 5th, so
Ooh, Arrow. Arrow now picking up a penalty.
another penalty.
Gordon as well.
I mean, let's have a look at their penalties. Most, pretty much, 3-second penalties are basically obsolete now because nearly everyone has them.
Whoa, okay. It looks like that gap between the, we'll see, Cookie's old tyres and Star's new tyres seems to be edging a bit bigger. Star just getting closer and closer and closer. I've watched him go almost 2 seconds quicker this lap.
They go 2 seconds quicker with only 6 laps to go, though. He's just not going to close up enough, even if
No, it's
Cookie's
not
tyres
enough
really
closer
fallen off a
up, but
cliff. They'll only be
obviously,
battling for about 2 sectors at the end.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I
I mean,
suppose so.
Cookie is not having to use much of his battery here, able to very much coast just a medium battery, recharging in the corners, burning a little bit down the straight just to get up to speed, and that's about it. Whereas Star is having to use it quite a lot to keep Jack up with him. But Jack does have 16 seconds of penalty, so he doesn't need to worry about him in the end. But he needs to stay in his clean air to have any sort of chance of battling Cookie.
I mean, actually looks like now almost 3 seconds a lap. 3 seconds a lap, but it's still not
Young
enough
Himmy
to
Dimes making
catch
a move
up.
on Oven Chips further down the field. It lunged into turn 1, fast through there. It seems like Oven Chips went off, letting Golden to pass through on his teammate. Coming through, who's going to have DRS here? I'm not sure who has DRS down the main straight. Young Who Dimes
I
does
have
not.
just absolutely witnessed a piece of carbon fibre rolling down the circuit onto the gravel trap, and it looks like now Jack has wing damage from the battling with stars. I just watched his end plate just roll down the
Very
hill.
unfortunate I managed to miss that bit. I was so focused on the Oven Chips just
I,
losing too
I,
much
I
control.
literally just saw this thing on my screen. I was like, what on earth is that? It looked like a bug, and no, I actually realised it was an end plate falling off Jack's car.
Okay, well that's kind of saved it for Star.
And Jack pits.
I
Jack pits now.
not sure if Star is going to get a penalty for that, which could ruin all the chances of even bothering to catch
Cookie
up.
pits. Cookie's pitted.
Oh my god.
He's still out in front. He's still out in front.
But he's got the newer tyres and he's on the soft compound for the last couple of laps. It's over for Star unless Cookie's
That was his plan.
Cookie will be able to push for about 4 laps, I believe, and then they'll be dead. But I think it'll just be to make slightly too much of a gap.
Yep,
Big
that
moves
was
down the
probably
bottom of the
Cookie's
field.
plan all along. Obviously, the only people
Oven Chips
actually,
nearly completely spun around there, lost it on the curb a whole
Oof.
lot.
the only people really not to get penalties in this race is Craig Conley,
Rather
Star Cookie, and Andre. Star Cookie, Andre, and Jamie Dwyer.
yellow
Oh,
flags to
yellow
Jim
flag
Dwyer,
at
let
3,
everyone
and
through,
Jamie
and
Dwyer.
Arrow makes a late lunge of Kevin Cow into turn 3, locks up ever so slightly. Is it going to compromise his exit too much? Who's going to have DRS here? Kevin Cow is able to get his rear wing open, following through onto the run down into turn 4. They're separated by 4 tenths. I do not think he's going to be able to make a move into turn 5. No, into turn 4, I believe. Arrow locks up again. Dips into he spun it!
Ooh.
Oh, not quite. Very close. Dips to gravel and then the grass. Able to make that very easy for Kevin Cow to just make it through. That was very, very, very close for Arrow. He's not going to be happy with that. He managed to save it very well, though. Otherwise, his race would have been done. Maybe he can just keep that P9 and keep on working for it.
Yeah, Arrow really trying to wring the neck. Good rear Ferrari catching up to the back there. Oh, the
Kevin
Red
Cow's
Bull as
battery
Oven
is gone.
Chips. Yeah, Oven Chips now pitting. So the only people not to really get pens in this race is only a handful of drivers. This shows you how much track limit is at Austria. It is a nightmare. So it doesn't look very helpful
Arrow
for
makes
tier
a
2 Austria.
lunge into turn 3 again, locks up once again. They make contact,
Whoa,
wheel bang in there a little bit. Arrow
that was
manages to come through
100%
there.
on Kevin Cow there. 100%
Just
Kevin
turn
Cow.
in ever
Arrow
so
was far
slightly.
enough.
Who
Yeah,
gets that rear wing open? I'm honestly not even sure. It doesn't seem like
no
either
one,
of them.
no one got the rear wing open. No one got it. No, I think that was 100% on Kevin Cow there. Just turned in. They knew Arrow was in his inside. As
Jimmy,
it appears, Jimmy Dwyer's just absolutely spun it.
very
Poor Jimmy
unfortunate for him.
Dwyer.
The race could not be going worse for him.
No, unfortunately not. There's only one. Cookie's got a time penalty now. Hang on, hang on. Whoa.
We
Cookie's
missed
got
that
a time
one.
penalty now. We missed that. I
That just
just
seems to
looked
be
up
for
and down the
track limits though.
penalties.
But that could
Yep.
change the race.
2. There's only 4 drivers now who don't have penalties. 4 drivers. There's that Jamie Dwyer going slowly again.
Can you see any more battling going on anywhere? I'm just following up on the
I,
Kevin Cow Arrow battle because it
I'm
seems to be a very
looking.
good one.
I'm looking at Gordon and Young Henry Dimes, but obviously they're a little bit further behind now. They were 5/10, and now they've gone down to. Hang on, I'm seeing about here. Craig Connolly and Jack, 3/10 separate the good. 6/10. Wonder if Craig could possibly
Cow, again, still only 2
get
tenths
through on
back.
him.
Right on board
Obviously
with
Jack.
Craig slides through turn 4 ever so slightly. Doesn't seem to
Yeah, Jack
put
on
any
the
risk.
soft tyre there, but will Jack close up to Kevin Cow there. Not sure, he might be the dirty air though, so he might be a bit compromised, but it might also bring Craig to get a couple more positions in this race.
Arrow's tyres seem to have got to probably be a little bit weaker in these final couple of laps now. Especially with Jack, who's going to probably pose a massive problem for them. For all of these drivers.
Jamie Dwyer, okay, that leaves 3 drivers not to get a penalty in this race. 3. 3 drivers. That, oh,
Yellow's out as a
no!
retirement.
What on earth happened there? I didn't even see, it just looked like his car had just gone straight onto the barrier there. Bit too late to cause a safety car, unfortunately though. Oh no.
TJ gets a penalty.
Well, still leaves 3 drivers left.
I'm
without
really annoyed that
penalties.
didn't bring out a safety car because that would have been great. Even just,
Now, unfortunately, there's only a couple laps left.
yeah. Very, very, very unfortunate.
Okay, obviously, they're on the penultimate lap
Cookie is
now.
coming up on oven chips now. As a butt marker, I believe he is.
Yeah, that is correct. And then he's got TJ and Andre. He's almost lapped. Quite a lot of the field, actually, technically, today.
Yeah, very spread out. It seems like this very large battle in between Arrow
Kevin Cap
and
and
Craig
Connolly, yeah.
is big. This is going to be the one that
It looks like
big
Jack
battles.
is now on the back of Kevin Cow. Can he get past at all? Oh, he's going down. Will he make a move? He does. He goes to the
Jack
inside,
makes a
up to the
lunge through
hairpin.
there with the DRS. Arrow,
Yeah, he's through.
everyone locks
Oh,
up. Just
Arrow just went deep there, and
lots of
he's got a
smooth
squiggle there from the rear. Is
right
Arrow
on
going to
board
be
with Kevin
compromised
Cow
down this
down
straight?
the
Now he is. Arrow's compromised. Jack to the inside. Arrow on the outside. Jack goes through. Jack is absolutely flying.
through goes Jack in the Aston Martin.
Through goes Jack.
Jamie Dwyer
Oh,
still isn't
Cookie.
caught up. What has gone on
Yeah.
further down, we're going to try and ride on board with Cookie to see why they would get us out.
Cookie's just cruising. Cookie's just cruising. Obviously, Oven Chip's just letting Cookie go through on the final lap now. Absolutely
Right on board
amazing
with
pole
Arrow,
position
see
from
if he can try
Cookie.
and catch Jack.
Absolutely amazing pole position from Cookie. And absolutely control. And there's a Williams off of TJ. Absolutely amazing pole position from Cookie. And just controlled this race from the very beginning, staying behind, started to contain his tyres,
Gordon managed
and just pounce when he needed to.
Gordon and Young Hibby Dimes
As,
swapping
and
positions for the final
over
lap. Really
comes
pushing
the
him out.
line.
And he's been put in a wall. Young Hibby Dimes just got put in a wall.
Oh,
By
and
Gordon.
Cookie wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Star comes across the line in second, probably not the result he wanted. The Civ in third after his debut win last time out. Pale's Kings comes across the line in fourth. I don't know if that's actually his best finish. It might be his best finish.
Absolutely masterclass of
Uh,
a drive from Cookie, to be fair.
yeah, Gordon in
Perfect strategy.
P5. Young Himi in P6. Happy, it seems, with that. Obviously, here we come the train of cars now. Jack
Jack nearly
into
actually lost it on the penultimate
P7.
corner.
Yeah, he did. Jack in P7. Arrow P. Oh, Arrow
Oh my god!
P7, Jack P8.
Positions
Whoa,
are very much
massive
swapping
mix
it.
up. Craig
Craig,
Conley
big
up into
jump.
7th. Arrow into 8th. And Kevin Cow into 9th. Jack down into 10th. Crimson in 11th. Stephen Beecham down in 12th. Andre in 13th. And last across the line is Jamie
Which
Dwyer
managed to
as he
snatch up
comes
his
across the
precious
line
point.
now. He did after that DNF, which you said would help him.
Cookie saying in the chat that he was coasting, and we could see he just didn't even have to use much of his battery. He was able to just turn off his battery and coast for the last couple of laps because he had such fresher tyres. So much of a gap with the luck within a safety car paired with his amazing strategy and good pace. He was just
Yeah, I
able
agree.
to
Cookie
fly.
just absolutely amazing drive there.
Star,
The
it's
thing,
very unfortunate for Star with a virtual safety car, but absolute masterclass of a drive there.
I'm gonna hop into race party if you want to join me.
Yes, would you like to host the interviews? Right, we're gonna very, very good race there.
We are in. We are in. We are in. We are in.
Right, join the interviews chat. We're gonna try and get the drivers in now for the interviews. Do not know where Lime is. He seems to be slightly gone for a moment. There we
Yeah,
go. We have Arrow in here. We're going to see who else wants to get in for interviews now. Hopefully we can get Cookie in here and he can comment on his race win.
but let's start off with Arrow. Obviously, we saw you, Arrow, starting down in P11. Looked to be one of your worst, or what lesser, of your qualifying performances. Talk us through your race, mate.
Um,
You're there.
well, it was actually P14, and my PC has just completely royally and shit the bed. So after this, I'm gonna have to reset my PC entirely, which I don't know how badly that's gonna fuck my PC over as well, but I don't know
Oh
what
yeah,
else to do.
it did mine over entirely, so be careful with that.
So, but yeah, last like Wednesday or Thursday, I did something to the PC, and now it's been stuck in this boot loop, and every time I can get it out of the boot loop, it's still messed up. Sometimes it works perfectly. Yesterday it was working perfectly, and I actually thought I'd fixed it. And then I restarted my PC before the lobby, and then what do you know, get stuck in the boot loop again. I just about get into the lobby in time, but I can already tell as soon as I go into qualifying that my graphics look so weird. If you even see the onboard of me in the race, you can see like there's weird things coming off everyone's car. It's so strange, but the graphics were really not optimized, and that made me really struggle the whole race. But I'll take P8. I'm a bit annoyed I got the penalty, but you know,
Yeah, we saw a lot. I think it was only other. I think it actually so it was only 3 drivers that didn't get penalties. So for tier one, there was a lot of penalties. So that really just shows how scuffed 20 F125 track limits are. Unless people just don't know what track limits is and where you can cut and where you can't. But did you struggle with track limits? or was it just dirty air? That was the issue.
Oh no, it wasn't track limits I was struggling with. It was the dirty air was horrific because the annoying thing about dirty air in this game is it's so inconsistent. Like you never know when it's going to hit your car. You'll do one lap where you're doing your normal line. The next lap you're 15 meters off where you want to be, and you're like, why did I wash out that wide whenever I was genuinely the same distance on the previous lap? It doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah, I've had that before, where you're just behind a car, and you'll feel like 24. You have any effect, and then just suddenly it'll hit you like a train, and then you'll just be washed off or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Arrow. We're gonna move on to oven chips. Obviously, oven chips. We saw you at some points up fighting in the midfield and up near the top. And then you fell down. What happened? What happened in that race, mate? If he's there.
Yeah, it's working. Sorry. A very inconsistent race for me, I would say. I think I seen the rain in qualifying, and my time trial setup was really high downforce, and I went, I'm gonna go with that and just go a few clicks down, and maybe that'll help me when the rain comes. The rain never came, which I think was a bit stupid from me, and obviously just struggling in the dirty air and the straight line speed didn't help either. And going into the pit lane, I sped, so I got a 10-second penalty, which just ruined my race. Which I think it's a bit too much, a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And then
I
after,
suppose so, yeah.
just more penalties, and my race just kind of fell from that.
Okay. Yeah. How was your qualifying at all?
Uh, Not happy actually. I just before this, I actually just did a wee thing with the AI because I was just going to test the tire wear, see if it was a one stop, and my quickest time I did was a 1 minute 38, and I didn't get near that. I was about 5 tenths off in qualifying.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, I think a lot of people struggled with qualifying. To be fair, it just seemed like people were there was massive gaps between the midfield and lower ends and higher up and whatever. So yeah. Anyway, very good race from you. Besides the issues and whatnot, but well done.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna move on to young Himi. Himi, obviously we saw you qualified quite high up and then carried that on. And obviously later in the race you got dragged through the VSC and a couple of other things happened. Apparently Ellis said you got pushed into a wall at one point. So talk us through your qualifying in your race, mate.
Qualifying, I was shocking. I didn't have the pace I had doing my practice, but headed into the race, me next to Jack, he was just lagging all over the place and headed through the fast left-hander. He's just swiped me.
Mm.
I had a very good battle with Gordon though, I will say. But obviously came down to penalties and yeah, it is a good race overall.
Yeah, obviously there's no nothing you can really do with penalties, but we saw obviously you in the really big train of I'm gonna use what Arrow said last week, but put it into Kevin Cow issues. The boat of Kevin Cow is what I said. Obviously we saw you and both Arrow were stuck behind the boat of Kevin Cow. So was that both an issue? Was that an issue for you being stuck behind Kevin Cow for a while, or not at all really?
Um, Oh, it did slow us down a bit, so we couldn't really unleash all of our pace. But as soon as we got into those straights, we were just gone.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I was obviously said that some guys running higher downforce and some running lower downforce, so you can tell when a car's doing that. But no, thank you for that. And obviously, it's probably like 4 a.m. for you, so you should probably get to sleep.
nah, mate, it's like 6 o'clock now. I've got to get dressed, have a shower, do what I need.
Christ. Okay. Thank you, mate. And obviously, we're gonna move on to Star now. Obviously, we didn't know how you'd be in qualifying. Obviously, at the start you were quite far back, and then just absolutely surprised us coming up to second. And then obviously in the beginning parts of the race you were leading, and then you were overtaken by Cookie. Was there any part in the race where you thought you could have won, or not really?
Yep, but any time before the VSC, because I Cookie's now saying that he was babying the tires, but I felt like I was as well, just clearly not enough. So the fact of the matter is, we were closer than like 20 million seconds on track. So it would have been nice to properly battle, but the first stint's always the babying more so than the last.
Yeah, obviously we saw that, and we saw the VSC like really hampered you down. Obviously, um, how was your battle with Jack at all? 'Cause obviously I saw in the chat afterwards he was either saying weren't very good, or what happened with you and Jack then?
I mean, don't get me wrong, last week was a totally deserved pen. Completely reasonable. However, this time, if I get a penalty for this, I'm going to go flip and jump off a cliff because my steering was straight, at least into the corner when he got damage. My steering was dead straight in the middle of the track. He had a car's width either side and he chose to stay behind me. So, I feel like the damage is on him there, but that's his choice.
Yeah, obviously I saw that at one point. I didn't exactly catch what happened. I just saw literally this piece of carbon fiber roll down the track, so I didn't really catch what happened. Do you know what happened at all? Did he go into the back of you, or?
Yep. There's nothing else
Okay.
he could. There was nothing else he could have hit. It's quite crazy when you scrap that hard with 16 seconds of penalties. To be honest.
Yeah, I did say that, Star wouldn't be worrying because the penalties that he's got, whereas you had none. I think you were the only driver to really have none apart from another two, so you didn't really need to worry about the penalties at all, really. So, yeah.
Nah, it wasn't too bad. I was on 2 warnings from like lap 15 though, so I was being extra careful because both of them came at stupid parts of the track. But I'll say it is what it is. What it is. Like I said, I just do think it was a mad decision from Jack there to battle that hard with 16 seconds, but at the same time, on the second stint before we stopped again, if we'd have just DRS'd each other, we could have got a hell of a lot closer to Cookie or a hell of a lot further away from this Ev. So, yeah, it be what it be. If people want to race like that, we race like that. But if they're not that bothered by Cookie winning, that makes more than one of us, I suppose.
That's what I said. They should have put differences aside and just worked together to actually catch up. But some people aren't like that. Don't think like that. They just want the position. So yeah, and unlucky, mate. And thank you. But good race from you, buddy, as always.
Cheers.
And we're gonna move on to the guy, I'm gonna say American. Don't take offense to that. American of the day, or of the WHF hour. Cookie, talk us through how your race went, mate, because you've just been on an absolute planet Mars at the moment, away from everyone else.
Yeah, it was fun. First stint, like I said in the chat, I was kind of, I don't know if you saw me on stream, but I was like literally driving like it was a formation lap. I was just saving battery in the middle sector, and then burning when I was gonna get past, or when I thought that he was gonna try to gap me, which was a couple times. But I'd lose like 3 or 4 tenths in a corner, which was really fun. And
Yeah,
then
we saw that. Were you running like a lower downforce setup, or
no,
what?
I was on
Because
really
obviously,
high. I just
oh
wasn't.
okay,
I was literally just not pushing at all. Like I was
oh okay,
half throttle on exits and everything. I was only at like 45% on lap 10 because I was driving so cautiously. I decided to start making the move, so I passed and then I gapped and then they pit, and then VSC saved. Well, I don't know if it really saved me, but it helped me out a lot. So then I was like, fuck it, I'll just pit, which kind of was frustrating because I wanted to push a little bit because I spent the first 10 laps just like chilling. But
Mm.
so I just pit onto hards, and obviously gained me 10 seconds, I think I came out, and it was kind of
Yeah,
just
you're up quite a lot. Obviously, we thought he would have started undercutting you, but by the time you pitted, we actually no, sorry, I correct myself. We thought you were going to do a one stop, and then we were actually
I
surprised
was.
when you
Yeah.
went on to. We were surprised when you went on to another tire. But
Yeah.
obviously, the time that Star was gaining was minimal to what you had in the bag. Obviously, from
Yeah.
him and Jack battling, but Any other points on your race at all? Or was it just completely fine from where you were?
No, it was good. I was gonna one stop like before the VSC came out, but it's hard to say no to a free 11 seconds of race time. So I just took
Must
it.
be nice. Must be
Yeah.
nice.
But yeah, it'll be good fun. I don't know what's next on the calendar, but I think it'll continue to be good. Hopefully, knock on wood. But it was a fun
Yep.
race.
Yeah, obviously, I do hope that you, no offense, obviously, don't keep winning. I hope that there is some battling going on and not just Cookie being Max Verstappen or Lewis Hamilton, you know. But I do enjoy to see battles. Thank you for that, Cookie, and well done, mate.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're gonna move on to Nesev. Obviously, Nesev, last time out, you won. I can't remember what track it was. Hungary, sorry. You won out in Hungary. But obviously this time you qualified third, second at one point, but you managed your race quite well. How did that race go for you?
Overall shit.
No.
I just gave up really after that VSC. I just knew the race was blown, so I just put on the slackers, and yeah, didn't really care. I just coasted into third again. So
So what happened to make your race go bad? Was it
VSC
just you didn't have the pace or
only
anything like
VSC.
that happened? Oh, VSC. So VSC
Only,
didn't
only,
screw
only
up
thing
Star.
VSC. And I knew I had a pace maybe for the win
Mm.
because I had much lower wings than those two, so I could overtake when I needed to. But
Yep.
ultimately, like I couldn't care less when he's almost got a pit stop advantage to me, so I just gave up. Like, yeah, I'm gonna finish either P2 or P3, and then I got the penalties just because I was could say uh, dipping out of reality, really.
Yeah.
Like I was just autopilot until the last lap.
Yep. I mean, was there is there any key takebacks from your race, or is it just the VSC just like bent you over and did you in?
No, just VSC fucked me over real good, and
Yep.
I should have went for a move earlier in the race. I should have committed more when they went 50% of the pace. Like I was doing maybe 75% pace because I was on lower wings. But again, I didn't commit, so that's just on me, really.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Ellis, any questions for the three that we have in the chat at the moment?
Who have we got? No,
Aaron, Sev, and Himi.
I don't believe we. I think we've covered absolutely everything other than. Well, you covered Star with a safety car that
Yep.
I think a win possibly could have been in the bag for him if he just didn't get quite so unlucky with that. And a lot of drivers got unlucky with that, but particularly Star because it was for a possible win. But
Yeah.
anyway, I think that is it for today. Lime, have you got anything else at all to comment?
Not so. Thank you.
All right, so thank you for watching WHF Tier 1 Round 5, I believe. If you if you enjoyed this, make sure you tune in next week for Tier 2 on Saturday, 8 p.m. GMT, and Tier 1 at the same time next Sunday. We're going to find someone to raid on the way out. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.